Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to iGyaan. Today we are checking out some cool things that I found online. So let's quickly get into it. The first product we are checking out is this Type-C cable. Now this is a standard Type-C to Type-C cable, but it supports USB 4 speeds. It's got a braided cable and really nice metal end connectors which give it a really nice and robust overall build quality. Now this cable has a display and we've shown off display cables in the past. But the good thing about this one is that it is USB 4, so it does support 40 gigs of data speeds. You can also use it to connect an 8K display if you do have Thunderbolt displays, and it also works as a really fast charging cable, and it supports up to 240 watts. Now we've seen cables like these in the past and they typically support 100 watts, and this one supports up to 240 watts, and the display also shows up to 240 watts. Now the highest consuming device that we personally have is the MacBook Pro 16-inch, and that consumes about 140 watts at peak, and this cable will display that. It's 3 feet long and it basically works with any device that uses USB-C to USB-C, and pretty nice quality. We'll have it linked in the description below. Bear in mind that this is frequently sold out, but we'll have it linked nonetheless. Next up, we're checking out this Apple Magic Mouse adapter. Now typically if you use an Apple Magic Mouse, you love it and you hate it at the same time, because the touch gestures and the overall fluidness of the way you interact with the mouse is great, but the ergonomics and the whole charging stick is really problematic. But this product solves both of those, because not only can you get a lot more grip when you put your Magic Mouse into this adapter, but you can also wirelessly charge it. What's also great is that it doesn't disconnect the mouse when it is charging on this somehow. The wireless charger works great, is also magnetic, so you can use a MagSafe charger with this. It's a really cool accessory, and honestly Apple should be selling this themselves. They'll make a killing on this, but it really drastically improves the overall mouse feel, and I absolutely love it. We've bought a lot of these, so go check these out before they sell out. Next up, we finally have a made in India product here. It's a power bank. It's a 26,800 milliamp power bank, and again, you're like, what's so great about this? The good thing about this is that it does support 100 watts of speeds, so you can charge devices up to 100 watts with this, and this also charges itself with up to 100 watts. In total, you have 3 USB ports, 2 USB 3 standard type A ports. These support 18 watts each, and then you do have a USB-C port that will push out 100 watts and also charges the power bank at up to 100 watts, which is fantastic. This is great if you want an all-in-one power bank. This will also work with laptops. It in fact runs the MacBook without any problem, and this is a really high quality product, and one of the big things that it is manufactured in India, which is great. Go check it out. We'll have it linked below. Now next up, we're checking out the OnePlus Keyboard 81 Pro. Now this is a product that was recently launched, and this is something that is unlike other products from OnePlus, and this is an unusual space for OnePlus. Now this is in collaboration with Keychron, and they're known for making mechanical keyboards. I personally haven't been a fan of them, but this keyboard is pretty nice quality. It's got PBT keycaps. You do have a version which does have the marble mallow keycaps, which is even more expensive. So this one is around 17,999, which is expensive for a mechanical keyboard. Now this one does have hot swappable switches as well, so you can choose between the two variants. This one with the red switches has a tactile feel, and the other one has a linear feel. Now we do have a full video in the works for this, so stay tuned for that. And if you have any particular questions or queries, you can drop them in the comment section below. This one has an aluminum body. It's really well made. It weighs about 2 kilograms, which is really nice. You can also stand it up in case you're not using it, which is also a really cool feature, I guess. I don't know how many people would use it. The knob on this is also really satisfying. It doesn't make any sound. I wish that it did have a clicking sound when you rotated it, but it doesn't have that. You can use it wired or wireless, and it works with both Windows as well as Mac. Like I said, we'll have a full review out shortly, and that brings us to our next product, which are the new Sony Wf-1000XM5s. Now these are available on pre-order, and we have them here in the silver color. This is obviously the flagship from Sony as far as wireless, truly wireless noise cancelling earphones are concerned. They have some of the best features in the market. This generation is lighter and a lot more comfortable in the ear than the previous generations. You still get all the Sony features, and you can connect with the headphones app to customize and tune these headphones to get the perfect sound. They also have spatial audio along with audio customization as per your ear. You also have features which automatically pause the music if you start talking to somebody. So smart transparency mode is also there. And then you also have these new gestures that allow you to answer answer calls or end calls just by moving your head. You get about 8 hours of battery life in one charge, and just 3 minutes of charging will give you about 1 hour of battery life. This time around, the case also supports wireless charging, which is fantastic. Now, of course, we'll be doing a full in-depth review of these as well. So if you have any particular questions for these, drop them in the comment section below, and we'll also have a link in the description below so you guys can go check these out. Now that completes our list, but we do have a bonus item as well, as always. Now last time around we showed off a CO2 monitor, which was an NDIR CO2 monitor, but it was fairly expensive and a lot of people wanted to buy it but thought that the price was a lot more than they were willing to spend. This time around we do have an NDIR CO2 monitor, which is much more portable and rechargeable, comes with a lanyard, and this is almost half the price. This one's really cool. The only downside is that this only detects CO2, and it has an NDIR CO2 sensor, which is a non-disruptive infrared CO2 sensor, gives you accurate CO2 readings. This supports a calibration function as well and is really portable. The battery lasts about 3 days of non-stop use. So it's a really nice quality and a really compact device, and it costs almost half the price, and in some cases cheaper than the non-NDIR CO2 sensors. So if you're looking for a CO2 sensor but was not willing to spend the amount that the bigger one was for, this one is a cheaper option, and again we'll have this linked in the description below. If you want to know why we used a CO2 sensor, we'll link you to our previous video and you can go check it out. So you can click the button on the top right to go check that out as well. Now that's it for everything in this video. If you enjoyed, smash the like button, leave your comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.